He's not dead yet? Well, welcome back. As you can see, when we last left off, our our wizard passed away. Took some hard hits from the orc war chief. I made a mistake though. Solo Quester did. I was supposed to use a fate point to, I believe, either do a reroll or get his health back during the fight. But that's supposed to be, the rule is during the fight, not after the fight. So I didn't remember. See, that's the thing about Advanced Heroquest. You can easily forget a fate point and when to use it. And yeah, it's kind of like 5th edition D&D is like you can forget to use your inspiration point. It's real easy, so you have to remind yourself to do that because, you know, I mean, my priest, she's out of spells, so she can't go and heal him. And really, realistically, it's been a few minutes at least after he's hit the ground there. So, but anyway, as you can see, it sucks. It sucks. I wanted him to live. He was a strong wizard, and for him to go toe to toe against an orc chief was not ideal. As you can see, I changed out my skeleton tokens for some. These are the Pool of Radiance, the Commodore 64 Skull and Bones icons that whenever you kill a monster in that game, it'd make a sound effect that goes and you see this. And sometimes if you take on like an ogre, it's big and long and stretched out. And so it's a little nostalgic for me. I printed those out and put some of this furniture mover from the dollar store in the bottom. Use super glue after I printed it out and put it on some poster board. And I just love how that looks. Okay, so the chest is trapped, and this is the quest room. So, oh yeah, there's a barrel over here. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm going to look on the booklet here, and here's a chest trap list. All right. And basically you roll 1d12 and it tells you what kind of trap it is, what kind of chest trap it is. So I'll use the red die here. Nine is, ooh, this one's an interesting one. A Mind Stealer. Says the hero is controlled for 6 turns. Oh, wow. By the dungeon master, which would be mythic in this case, unless restrained by heroes, with together a strength triple the mind stolen character. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. So to disarm it is a 10. You got to beat a 10. Wow. Wow, kids. Wow. So, do I have anything in my stats? Now let's get rid of this wizard one, 3x5. That can negate that. Disarm. I don't see anything for disarming. Although I can always use a fate point. Although I'm not sure if fate points work against chests. I'll have to look that up. I don't think they do, though. Toughness, speed. I don't know what comes into intelligence, maybe. Well, the fighter is going to disarm it. And this intelligence 11. Let me just double check somewhere. Let me make sure. When it comes to disarming traps, that is, because I need to get a 10, 11, or 12, I believe. Disarming, it says disarming a trap later as a standard action by successfully rolling over the disarm. So I have to get over a 10. Over to the disarm value of the trap. Failure at disarming it springs it. What a clever thing. A clever trap. I'm going to look and see if there's anything else as far as... I know rogues probably get some kind of power there for undoing a trap. Large. Often find the weakness. Sorry, I'm looking through the book here. There's a lot of looking through the book. There's a lot. I'm not seeing anything as far as the rogue skill goes. Pick locks. Okay, yeah. This is what I think. Pick locks. So if I had a rogue on the party, it says the skill may be learned twice when rolling to break a door. You can pick a lock. You may substitute strength with your speed value when rolling. When you find a key, you are automatically able to tell the lock it fits. To if you have to if you try to pick this lock earlier. Second time you learn the skill, you only have to roll one die when trying to pick locks. Well, I'm not sure if that goes towards opening chests. You know. Oh, here we go. Trap lore. Trap lore. It's an academic skill, which I don't have. At least I didn't pay for that skill. Let me double check the rogue. Yeah, you have to have the trap lore. Let's see here. Trap lore. This skill may be learned twice. When you learn the skill, you choose whether you want to add 2 points to all of your further spot trap rolls, or 2 points to all of your further disarm trap rolls, or 1 point to both. So since we have no trap lore and there's no benefits on our skill set, on our character sheet that adds as a modifier, I'm going to have to roll over 10. And if he doesn't pull it off, he's going to get possessed by the mythic GM. So there we go. Yes! 12 exciting stuff. Well, bummer you don't get to see Mythic take over my fighter, but he disarms the trap. Awesome. So, let's see. In this case, I'm making it the component because it is the quest room. Okay, it makes sense that it would be in there, but at the same time, I don't think the orcs were the one that took the spell component. But it is the quest room, so maybe I could ask Mythic, you know, at least did the robber put the component in there? And I could say, well, it's probably a 50-50 chance, or a 60-40 or 70-40. But in this instance, I'm just going to say it's the quest room. The component's in there. The orcs were guarding it. So that guy, he's probably downstairs that stole it. Took the component and put it in that chest. And he's working with the orcs. So that's the story, and I'm going to stick to it for the sake of finishing this this video. So. It says here with the treasure. Rooms may be searched for treasure, so I can still search the room. The roll on the table of hidden treasure. Determine the amount of gold crowns found. If the heroes encounter monsters in the room, there will never be a hidden treasure. Instead, when a hero searches for a treasure on a section where monsters have been killed, he will five gold crowns for every point value of the killed monsters. Treasure chests contain far more valuable items than those found randomly. Roll on the following table and subtables, and add 1 point to the rolls for every dungeon level after the first. It's only the first dungeon level. Add 1 point per full 25 points of monsters guarding the treasure chest. Every roll is separate. So, instead, when a hero searches for treasure in a section where the monsters have been killed, five gold crowns for every point value of the killed monsters. Okay. So, let's see, we had, so I'll go to the chart, greenskins. We had an orc war chief. He's 9 PVs, so that's the point value. So 5 times 9 is 45. So 45 already. And then we had a couple orcs. I was going to say that I think it was orc warriors. I made them. I don't think they were anything else. I don't think it was an archer. So 5 times 1 is 5, and another 5 times 1 is 5. So 45, 50, 55 gold. So let's turn this sucker over. Let's zoom in, because I can do that with this high-speed camera. Oh! Found 50 gold. No, 55 gold. Sorry, get my math right. And we're going to say that the special thing is the component, spell component. Alright, so the wizard's death has not been in vain if they get out of here alive. Let's take a look at this here. The table. Rooms that may be searched for treasure. They were all on the table. Hidden, well, since there's monsters. 5 gold crowns for every killed monster. Treasure chest, sorry. Treasure chest. Let me pull back. If the heroes encounter monsters in the room, there will never be a treasure hidden. Instead, when a hero searches for treasure on a section, yeah, so I just told you that. Treasure chests contain far more valuable items than those found randomly. Roll on the following table and subtables. Okay. So, this is something I could ask. I could ask Mythic. Because the rules seem a little shady on this, a little unclear. So the Mythic works as a perfect emulator for yes or no questions. So I'll say, is there anything more than the spell component? And I say chaos is back down to 5. And we got the chest open, so it went up probably down to 4. So, yeah, he disarmed the trap successfully, the fighter. He probably bashed it in. So I'll say, it's 50-50. You'll find that a lot of questions go to 50-50 a lot. For that there's more than the spell component. So if I roll under a 35, there's more treasure than the spell component. So let me get the 2 D10s. They're in here somewhere. There we go. I gotta roll under a 35 for more treasure. Gems, healing potions, etc. And no. I use the red as the first number, green as the second, 56. Alright, so even though the cast went down, my chances of finding other treasure besides what we came here for is nil. But we did find 55 gold on the Orcses, and we're gonna get out of here. And Fighter found his fortune and glory. Alright, let's get out of here. Grab the gold, and they grab the gold and make their way 3, 4 around the bodies that they pillaged. They get the poor wizard who failed to use his fate point on, and they're gonna get out of here. So they're gonna get through. The portcullis is open, and they're gonna lead. I'm gonna put the fighter in front, and the priest right behind, and the elf behind him, and the wizard. The elf's gonna carry the wizard. So, but they're not out of the woods yet. They're not out of the woods yet. The wandering monster. So in place of the tokens for the GM, I could use the mythic emulator, and every way, you know, this is where I should have drawn this room in, but every hallway to get out, I'll count as a chance for a wandering monster. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's, if I roll on 1 3 times, they encounter a wandering monster. So this is kind of like 4 Against Darkness or old school D&D. So let's see. Alright guys, I'm going to cross the fingers here. Uh-oh. This Q, okay, it's not a 1. The Q is a 6, which always throws me off. So that's when they made it out. They made it out of this hallway, and they're gonna go past where all the dead rats are. 2. Whew. So they're about right here, and they're gonna turn. They're not gonna take a risk going down. They're not. We're not. My party isn't healthy enough. I mean, geez. We just lost a wizard, and it's nothing personal with us. Although, we're kind of bitter that we lost the wizard. That might be a decent motivator for us to go back downstairs. But let's take a look at our stats. The human, his current hit points are on the bottom. Okay, he's okay. He's at 5. But let's take a look at our priest. Actually, she's good. She didn't take any, her wounds are at 5 as well. She didn't take any damage yet. At least none that I marked. Which is amazing. Everything considered. At least, or I didn't keep track, but, and our ranger's down. He's only got 2 hit points. So, in theory, we could go down there for further fortune and glory and see if we could take out the guy. But I want our guys to survive. And maybe I'll make that like a part 2, like a sequel to this. We go back and try to find the guy if he's still down there. And but really, chances are I'd have to roll a mythic for that. That he would be gone by the time we go back, because as soon as he discovers that his chest has been plundered with the spell component, who knows? He might get out of there. Or he might use his place as a home base. So there's some story ideas there. So one last roll for them to escape. 5. And they escape. Whew. And with the wizard's body, who I don't think they have enough money to resurrect the poor guy, but they can take him back to the family, his family, if he had any next of kin. And they hightail it out of there. And let me show you a little shout out to Jugs, which is stands for I'll just say it's a Japanese Unified Gaming Society. I believe that's what that stands for. So get your mind out of the gutter. And he does some Advanced Heroquest videos, some really awesome ones where he puts a storyline together with. He thinks out each character. His minis are like just painted awesome. Like, he does such a great job on his channel too, with, you know, his effects, and he's really trying to put together some entertaining HeroQuest videos. So I recommend you check out his channel. Again, it's called Jugs, and that's Japanese. I'm sorry, Japan's Unified Gaming Society, I believe. And if I get that wrong, I'll correct it in the description. And if you go there, he has these in the description. They're pretty awesome. Advanced HeroQuest. It's the rule, kind of the methodology of turn order and exploration, hero phase actions. He's got it all 1, 2, 3. You know, the order you can do things, and move 12 squares. Move. You can open a door or chest as your next move. Pretty cool. And then the combat hero phase action. Move and attack, or attack and move, which is a lot like original HeroQuest. You can run, speed plus D12. That's good to know. So everything on, you just print it out, and I got some cheap self-lamination sheets there. And yeah. 3, move and then open a closed door. So this is all good stuff to know. You know, and just kind of flip-flops. And he's got some other awesome downloads. He's got like a dungeon builder. I'll show you some of the cards I printed out. Oh no! All is destroyed. These are these sheets, these cards, and they're a lot to print out. But hey, it's, what do you want? He put them together for free, and they're each part of the dungeon tile that you draw. And you can draw, instead of going back and forth with the book, you can just pull, you know, shuffle and pull a card each time. That tells you how many tiles to lay down, what kind of tiles to lay down. So once I get all these printed out, I'll have to go to Kinko's for the second part of it, and I'll try to get them laminated too if I can. It's just going to be so much easier instead of going back to the book for that part of it. And for a lot of the books, like the charts, I'm going to try to find where I can put everything on one sheet. So it's a little bit more streamlined. Also, in the description, I'm putting together an email list in case something happens on YouTube, I get kicked off, or they change the rules yet again. I think I'm gonna do 2 options. You can sign up to my newsletter, which I'll put a newsletter once in a great while. It'll be real short, but if you sign up for it, I'm gonna put some free tokens that I made. They're gonna have orcs, my custom orc tokens that I made. and it's going to have some custom goblins on there as well. And you'll be able to print it out and use them at you know, for your you know, your Dungeons and Dragons nights or your Advanced Heroquest nights or what have you. So I'm going to give you that option. So if you can sign up, that'd be cool. If you want to, that's awesome. No pressure either way. I'm not sure if I'm going to put together any kind of things in the future, but it's just kind of a cool thing to keep in contact with. I'm also going to look into maybe doing like a Yahoo mailing group, email group, I mean. So if you don't want to sign up for the newsletter and something happens here on YouTube, I can still get a hold of everybody and we can talk and all that and go back and forth about maybe some ideas of videos I could do. Any questions you have with Advanced Heroquest, any questions I have about it, which I've got a few still, you know, we can go back and forth. But I got to look into it, and I'll try to put it out with this description, and if it's ready in time, and yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool, and I'll try to put together the free tokens on there as well. So yeah, all right, guys. Thank you so much. That's going to end this adventure, this first, well, for me, second adventure of Advanced Heroquest. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Keep solo questing. I guess I could have checked this barrel to see what was in it, but I didn't think to do that. I just want to get my guys the hell out of there. My final thoughts. I liked it. Once it got going, once, you know, I discovered, oh, there's a door. Ooh, is the door trapped? Once I figured out how to really do the combat with the, you know, the toughness compared to the, you know, the hit number, then it got to be okay. It feels a little wonky of a battle system to me. It works, but it's a weird one. But I like the details. I like the tables that the book uses for treasure. I'm not crazy about the point value system. There's still some things in the book that are a little confusing, that aren't really clear or clear enough. That's why I had to home rule it. But I tell you, Mythic works as such a great backup. When you don't understand a rule in a system, you just go to the fate chart. Yes or no. Roll under a percentage. And these are the odds. Unlikely, very unlikely, somewhat likely, likely. And you got a chaos factor that goes up and down. So it's a good backup when you're having trouble with the system. And then, so you can play it the system as you go, and then you'll keep reading up on that system, and then you can always correct it later. And Mythic will stand in for a rule that you don't understand. So that's really cool. Mythic alone as its own system is really cool too, but there's a bit of a learning curve with it, especially if you're playing solo. If you're playing Mythic with somebody, I think it's a little bit easier because you can help another person helps interpret things. But yeah, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed this series. I thought it was interesting. It gives me ideas for kind of combining all of this, like parts of this with Dungeons and Dragons, with the original HeroQuest, and just making a new hodgepodge thing, you know. But I'll play a bit more. I might do a sequel to this. So yeah, let me know what other systems you're curious about as far as solo playing. I might do a one-shot Tiny Gunslingers video next. All right, so I'll see you then, and keep solo questing.